What if the very obstacle looming before you, the one that seems insurmountable, the one that keeps you awake at night, was never meant to be confronted with your own strength? What if the key to your greatest breakthrough wasn't a fiercer fight, but a profound surrender? What if victory was waiting on the other side of a different kind of battle entirely? One fought not with weapons of steel, but with weapons of the Spirit. This is the forgotten strategy of heaven. This is the story of a battle where the weapons were silence, and the only strategy was sacred obedience. A vast nation, once enslaved, now marched toward an impossible fortress, Jericho. Its walls were a legend, towering and thick, a monument to human power that seemed to mock the very idea of conquest. Yet this advancing army carried no swords, no spears, no siege engines. Their equipment was radical obedience. Their battle plan was unshakable trust. For 6 long days they walked, a river of humanity flowing in a silent, holy procession around the base of those mocking walls. And at the very heart of this river pulsed the Ark of the Covenant, the visible, tangible presence of the God of heaven moving among his people. It was not carried on a chariot, but on the shoulders of priests clothed in radiant white, a stark contrast to the dust and stone. Ahead of them, 7 shofars were lifted, their breathy, silent blasts not heard by human ears, but echoing in the spiritual realm. Inside the city, confusion curdled into dread. What kind of enemy is this? What kind of warrior conquers through patience and silence? Their conventional wisdom was useless. But here is the mid-story revelation, the twist that changes everything. This was never primarily about destroying walls. This was about constructing faith. Each silent, seemingly repetitive circle wasn't just a march. It was a deliberate act of weaving an unbreakable tapestry of trust. With every step, they were declaring, "Our God is bigger than our greatest obstacle." The people inside Jericho trusted in their stone and mortar, in what they could see and touch. But with every passing day, Israel was learning to trust in the unshakable, in the unseen, in the God whose voice alone could command the foundations of the earth. Then came the 7th day, a day set apart, a day heaven itself had marked on its calendar. The relentless marching ceased. A new, deeper silence fell, a silence so heavy with expectation, it was almost deafening. And into that holy quiet, the voice of Joshua, charged with divine authority, shattered the stillness. "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." What happened next defied every known law of physics and warfare. A single, unified roar of pure, unadulterated faith erupted from thousands of voices. A sound that tore from the depths of their souls and struck the very foundations of reality. And the impossible crumbled. Ancient stones that had withstood centuries of weather and war groaned, shuddered, and bowed. Mighty walls that seemed as permanent as the mountains collapsed into rubble, not from the force of battering rams, but from the force of faith. Your Jericho may not be made of stone. Your walls might be built from fear, from debt, from broken relationships, or from circumstances that appear utterly immovable. But the eternal principle remains unshaken. The most critical battles we face in life are not always won by fighting harder in our own strength. Sometimes they are won by trusting deeper in His. Your persistent obedience, your faithful steps, and your final shout of faith might be the very catalyst that causes your walls to come tumbling down. Kindly subscribe for more biblical mysteries.